On this day, I found out how much of a man I really am. Like, I actually impressed myself here, and that doesn't happen often. I went to bed very, very proud of myself on this day because of what I managed to get done under the circumstances, and it made me realise what I'm actually capable of, and how much I can actually push. And the thing is, it didn't even feel that bad, and yeah, it was a real confidence boost to that, and made me realise what I was capable of. But anyway, let me describe what happened, because I realise you don't even know why I'm proud of myself on this day. Right, I was working on a group project the night before up until 3 a.m. Reason being is because my group isn't, well, for this particular one, it is probably the worst group I've ever had. If I didn't step up and do the whole report, then we would have got a very, very shit grade. And the worst thing about this was the report, like the lab instructions were really vague. You had to use a lot of initiative, and and there was a lot they wanted, and they didn't really describe how they wanted you to do it. You had to sort of use your judgment. So I was working on that report on Thursday up until 3 a.m, right? I slept from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m, 3 hours of sleep, right? And I left the house at 6:45 a.m. to catch a train to uni at 7 a.m. I commuted to uni for 1.5 hours, right? Bear in mind I'm on 3 hours of sleep. I did a lab for 2 hours at uni, right? And on the train and in the cafe before the lab, I was researching what we actually had to do, because in these labs, you aren't like given all the instructions. You have to sort of go through it yourself. I met my group for the lab, literally did the whole fucking lab by myself because these lot didn't understand what to do. Like, took charge, did the lab, got a good set of results. Right, straight after that lab, right, I'd already been into London, another 1.5 hours back, again 3 hours of sleep. Still hadn't finished a group project, right? So I was working on that. I had a double espresso when I arrived to uni. I had a can of Monster, which I've still got here, white Monster, whilst I was doing the last bits of that group report. And then I went to the gym for 2 hours, right? Came back from the gym, went back to working on the report, and then managed to finish it about 6 p.m. And then that was it. I was finally free. So on 3 hours of sleep, I commuted for 3 hours without sleeping, did a lab for 2 hours, trained for 2 hours, and did about 2 or 3 hours work on a group report. And to be honest, it wasn't even that hard. So I've realised that all of this stuff that I've been doing has made me quite resilient, and I shouldn't do this often, as in, you know, push myself that much, but it made me realise that I'm capable of a lot, and if I face something difficult, if I'm able to do that, I can probably do a lot of things. But yeah, that's that. See you in the next one.